Been better.
Okay, tell me again.
Here, you want me to video while she's talking and you can listen?
Yeah.
I mean, when is she enter?
I don't have any in it. I wanted your opinion first.
Yeah, I mean, but if I take this down, this will take a little while.
You mean strip it down?
Yeah.
You strip her completely down right
Well,
there.
I mean, yeah, because you won't get any hard hair in.
Yep, that's why part of what brought it up.
What are you going to do with it? You don't scissor it.
Coming
It's
up
awful.
here and then taking some of that down.
So you have to strip.
Okay, so all of it or just
this.
okay?
You know, this can be blended together, but it has to come down to here.
So I need to pull her out and not show her for a while.
Well, unless you want to show her like this.
No, I'm just asking you. So we need to take this down and let it grow back out to where, okay?
Yeah. Do you want me to do this? Or?
Yes, I would like to, then I can match it. You're doing great.
Yes.
I'm left-handed too, so are you right? Yeah.
Don't worry.
Yeah, I had a question about a black because he loses the black color in the furnishings.
Yes.
So I was told by one person I need to strip that down and bring in more coarse coat down the legs. Then I was told by somebody else, no, you never strip the legs. So
Well, you don't strip these furnishings, but this is still considered hard coat.
okay.
You know, so I wouldn't say I'm stripping her furnishings. It's soft like her furnishings because that's how it just goes in. So what about the black?
Because the black hasn't stayed as black as the strip furnishings.
Okay. So she was sort of putting black dye on it?
I'm gonna say that's why so many of the black people dye them.
But I haven't done it.
It's just color in Some people go freaky. I mean, I've had to do it sometimes on like brown schnauzer, you know, when you get them and they're brown. But it's not, I don't see that it's anything horribly wrong. It's shampoo.
Chef, like the
Is that black on black?
Yeah, either that or we just always use people.
Okay, but you don't go out and get Clairol black dye. We're talking about shampoo that's black.
It is, no. It is. And in black dogs and other sheep dogs they use like
Okay.
You know, it's nothing, you're not changing the dog, you're just changing the,
you're enhancing the color.
when it's ugly, yeah.
And then he would see someone, he would start barking. And then, you know, with a lot of giants, it looks that way. And with standard poodles, everybody dyes the black.
Yeah, and it's like noses, you know. Scotty Standard says a Wheaton, of all things, a Wheaton Scotty has to have a black nose all year long. Well, that ain't happening. It just doesn't happen. You know, they go through seasons and their nose turns black. So what are you going to do? Throw the whole dog away?
Because the nose.
Because the nose, you know.
Yeah, this is the most little practical joke dog that I've heard.
But like, I don't even want to tell you to diet. I'm just saying
I
it's
totally
color.
understand.
It's color in shampoo, and I don't call it really dye.
Just if you do it, don't be like one of the mini schnauzer people I know who I was at a show and waited for an hour to go to dinner with him while he dyed his dog, and 2 weeks later he posts a picture on Facebook on natural. I'm like, that's the biggest bunch of BS I've ever heard.
Or I've seen them come in the ring in their hands.
Yeah, they've still got it on their hands. That's not good.
I did a dachshund one time. I saw her. She said, "Oh, I forgot to put gloves on," and her hands were dyed. Oh, you. She's a sneaky.
Go.
She's from Cincinnati. You probably know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, I don't think I would want to do that.
Yeah, she had it all under her nails and.
Well, and it's generally good not to do it at the show, but
Yeah, you should not do
Doing it.
Yeah, my dogs love them.
stand on it, it'll save your
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. That would be great. Thank you.
I have this.
Oh, wow.
I use this in my shop a lot.
Tova is Tova. Yeah. 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 Sometimes they're really
So we're not going to take her all the way down. We're just going
I
to.
wanted to see what this would look like. You know, if it, if you keep doing this, it will come in better.
Okay.
Yes. But leaving it like all the and do nothing is no good.
Well, at first she had a white line when she was a puppy, so Carla had me pull it down to blend it better to get rid of that white line. But we didn't go all the way into the legs. I think I get into territories that she's not dealt with before. With coats like this.
Although I took him to a show in
Black and silver
Toronto.
on, so that makes it. And she strips all the way down. And then, yeah. So that's why she had me go to Trish.
Like, seriously? Rolling doesn't like sticks and cheese. So I'm going around to all the vendors going, what do we have that we can
Because she would get me to a point so that I think you only need to talk to
letting him
Trish.
staple, like offering him all this stuff. And of course he hated everything. And I was just
Oh yeah, you've been to Carla's shop in her house.
that beef liver.
Holy
That's
crap.
what I was going to say. She'll eat that beef liver over there, which surprises me.
Huh?
A lot of dogs?
No, not a lot of dogs. She just has an amazing house, and her little grooming area is just. She wants it, she has it. It's just really nice. They have a dog. It's just an amazing house.
I usually have 2 grilled chicken breasts.
And the setup is really nice. She took a bathroom and made it into a grooming shop.
Yeah.
I took a guest room and made it into a home.
And that's what
But then when people say that,
I was going up in the golf cart garage, but
it's on there.
it just never happened. It was not the right thing, you know.
I'll be there for you when she works on Luke, because it's just that way you can pay attention. And
Right.
Thank you.
Brought my tripod.
I've got one in the car. I didn't think about that.
I mean, this, you can just now let this go in and keep working over it. You don't have to strip it all the way. Just every week, keep touching it with a knife.
So is that going? That's going to give her a harsher coat and give her more coat.
Well, it will give her a harsher coat. You want the coat to be right in here,
All right.
you know. So let it come in.
Okay. So do you think product that you bathe and stuff matters?
Oh, yeah.
So like using a harsh Chris Christensen shampoo, and they're talking about fluff shampoo that adds body texture. You know.
It's a good
So I
selling
get the
point.
same results if I use baby shampoo
Don't
as I do this.
don't pay $40 for shampoo. She told us this morning.
Well, I mean, you can, but it's a gimmick.
Well, then forget going out and buying all that crap. What about, so like they make a fluff spray that you, when you're going to blow dry, I put a thick and thicker spray on there.
Product will change the color.
No,
A fluff.
I don't know how. No,
like Chris Christensen makes a thick and thicker spray.
On the furnishings.
That one.
I don't
The
know.
white one. That makes everything stick together.
Is she really
Okay.
excited about that?
When I first met him,
Mine's not a foam, mine's a spray.
and everything, they
Yeah, they've got a
all
spray.
the standard schnauzers were always done with that. They kept saying they were trimming them with this spray in them. And that's something I never heard of. And they said, well, when do you spray it? I said, spray what? And they said, thick and thicker. I said, I hate that. Because Gabriel uses it, and you know, everything just sticks. And it's on schnauzer legs. Why would you use that on schnauzer legs?
Because I was told it would give her more fluffier legs, because her legs are soft and it doesn't stand up as much as like say Carla's. So they were wanting me to use that to give her more body and more lift.
So then when the judge touches it, it's just spray.
Oh no, it's hard as a rock with hairspray too. All of theirs are. All of theirs are. That was the only way to get it to stand up.
You work really hard to get them looking all that fluffy, and the judge comes and goes, and you go,
Or by the time I get to the ring, they'd fallen down. And they said, well, you're not putting enough product in there. So that's why I'm asking, really. Carla doesn't. She's got
I don't know how everybody else.
Donna and Marcia do.
sorry.
lots of product.
I use cholesterol and chalk.
Dirt too, so.
I use cholesterol and chalk.
That's what we use.
And you don't hairspray after?
And then hairspray, but
Yes.
normal.
Normal hair?
Not the super hold spray.
Mega hold.
Don't move.
I said over there, I said, I want you to show her how the hair because it just goes around and down and down. Plasters it.
Some of those specialty hairsprays are expensive too.
Well, I do have one I paid like.
I know I saw one the other day and I thought, well, somebody recommended that. It was like $40 for a can of hairspray. It's like, I can't do that.
Seriously?
Yeah. I don't think so.
Well, I believe them. They know more than I do.
Maybe.
They know that you'll spend that money.
The thing over here is when they trim it, you don't need a lot.
And they do tip the ends periodically.
Yeah.
They don't do a lot because she doesn't grow a lot.
This needs to be tipped now.
Well, she hasn't been groomed.
No, I know. But I use this right now.
Okay. Because she doesn't have a lot of coat. Make the big voluptuous legs that they like. And they told me I couldn't show her yet because this wasn't grown out. Where she got shaved for surgery.
Well, yeah, that might be a bit short.
But this is pretty much, other than really going, this is no, what I'm saying, this is pretty much where her lines are when I put her in the wig. And I don't know.
What's wrong with that?
I don't know. I've never done this. So that's why I'm asking you. Is she even, good enough for the show?
Yeah, I mean, you always have to see what you're up against. What have you got where you're showing?
I'm up in Michigan, Indiana area, and people like Carla.
Trish.
You have to try and see how judges.
I was told by some people who've been showing for a very, very long time.
Yeah.
She was finishable.
Yeah, I think she's finishable.
But I just want to know what I can do to make her look better. She just turned 2, and the head is my issue.
Did you want these ears or did you just happen
No,
to get
that was part of the deal. If I could have natural ears, Shani said if I would show her, and I said I will if you let me keep the natural ears. Well, by God of grace, her set I've been told is really nice for natural ears.
Yeah, it is.
But it might bite me sometimes with some judgments. That was glue.
Yeah, no, I don't know if it would hurt you with judges. It just, I think to have a dog as a pet like this afterwards, I hate those ones. I hate to be a groomer and groom these dogs.
Those?
These, yeah.
Why?
I'd rather, it takes much longer than the regular ones.
Yeah, but I'm more scared to groom the rough ears on my pets because they move around and I can nick them easier. Because they're not as good and they're usually badly done. Okay.
No, I think these are okay. And if you like them, that's all.
I love them.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
And I know this is up too high. She knew that I went up too high.
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, yeah, we had with this. Yeah, the whole neck thing was a catastrophe before I came here, of course. I 40'd her.